there's always something when you're 3-3. If they were undefeated, it would be nothing. But at 3-3, and a lot of people still, there's probably that carryover from, do we believe in this guy as much as we did the other guy that was there, Nick Foles? I think it creates a little bit of a fracture. And when you're not performing to the level, that was a tough loss against the Vikings. And to see or to hear the comments and how they feel about what's going on, Josina doesn't just talk to anybody. It's just, y'all be clear on this, all right? If it came from Josina Anderson, that means it came from a Marcellus, a ED, a TJ Houshmandzadeh. It didn't come from a practice squad guy. So where there's Josina with smoke, there is fire that is sure to follow. There's definitely a situation.
And that's my issue. That's why I want to add another layer to this. This isn't something. This isn't nothing. This is everything. Think about it. This is a Super Bowl championship roster. And even when Carson Wentz was beloved, buying them shotguns for Christmas and saying, I love you guys, but getting injured, but having an MVP campaign season, people were still taking those shots. And now at 3-3, I can't say it's just because you guys are losing and winning on a roller coaster ride. There's something to his personality that doesn't fit in team chemistry. Why do they overperform when Nick Foles is in the mode and then underperform by expectations when Carson Wentz is the quarterback? It's just a big game of Tetris. And as we've all played Tetris, you all want the simple block, the little easy block, the regular shape block, but it's that little S raggedy one that kind of
figure out where to put it.
Where to put it, and it locks everything
in. It can mess up the whole game.
And that's what I'm thinking has happened here. Sometimes at that quarterback position, may I say Kyle Allen to the Carolina Panthers versus a Cam Newton, a little less is more, not only in production so everyone else can do more, but sometimes in personality. Some smoke is going on out there in Philly.
Yeah, when I read, we need to make bleep simpler. When I read that, it's somebody that's in that huddle that's a starting guy and at 11 on offense. It's one of the, how do they know how difficult it is if you're not in the huddle hearing these play calls and know what's going on? That's number one. It's what you said, Marcellus. It's something about his personality that rubs people the wrong way. But what I don't like about this is, go say something.
Say it.
Like, just be a man, talk to him, or have a team meeting just on the offensive side of the ball. Like, you don't have to put this out there. The season's not going how you would have liked. It's okay. It's you guys are 3-3. You still have a chance to get your season back on track. But going out there saying this, he's going to read this. The coach is going to read this. They're going to know it came from somebody. You don't need to do this because your season is still in front of you. Why?
Right.
They're going to know where it came from, too.
Oh, yeah, they are.
they know who said it. One thing is that Carson Wentz is still a young quarterback. He's Doug Peterson's guy. Know that right now. That's why they got rid of Nick Foles. They got rid of him. I mean, because, look, right now, if Nick Foles is on that roster, he'd be doing this. He'd be doing this. He don't have to do that. I mean, most definitely as an offensive unit, you want everybody to be on the same page. But it doesn't happen like that. And this sounds like it's probably from a receiver. Like you say, you know when to check down. You know when to check down. So is it something? Yes and no. But the most important thing is know that this is Doug. Doug Peterson made this decision. This is my guy.
You see how they do the receivers, though? It's probably it could be a lineman.
I think it is.
You know how y'all receivers are. I ain't getting the ball over here.
No.
But he said.
I will say this, though. It could have been a lineman because a receiver ain't going to say,
check it down.
Check it down.
A receiver going to say, throw me the ball anyway. Throw it better.
How about we have evidence? Remember week 3? When the offensive line sat there, we questioned the effort. To me, this looks like
let him get hit.
Let him get hit.
No.
Them shotguns got old.
Come on, now. You know that
Come on, man. That's a three-man rush.
Look at him watching it.
You think the play.
Hold on.
Eric Dickerson, that is a three-man rush.
Like a three-man rush, he's sitting back there forever.
But they standing there.
The whistle and blew, you know, they probably like, hey.
No, this shows me that it's probably an offensive lineman who will say, look, get the ball out your hands so, one, we don't have to take the sacks, and two, we could keep moving down the field and moving the chains. Let's not forget, in any locker room, when someone gets paid and we're like, the guy who deserved that money didn't get the money, and that guy is gone, and Nick Foles, and this guy got it, we looking like, why that disturbs us so much? It's not because he got overpaid. We love that because I want to get overpaid. It's the fact that we live in a world where our scoreboard has to be our production. I ball, I get paid. You mean Nick Foles balled and didn't get paid? but then Carson balls kind of and is not available, and he gets paid, that turns everything upside down for players. So what I'm seeing from this roster more so is disgruntled players and teammates who are starting to take it out on their leader.
I couldn't agree more. And looking at that video is even more indictment on them. I mean, if you think about if somebody tackles you, TJ, and you're under duress like this, and they're just standing there. It's not so much the effort on the block. It's the fact that
they don't even try to help him out.
That's what I was getting at. They're not even rushing to his aid. That's what's that. Look at him.
They might not like him.
They don't like him. Oh no, that ain't up for debate.
If that's the homie,
they don't like him.
There's teammates, and then there's the homie that's the teammate. So on just a teammate, GP, we running over there to pick you up. But if you're the homie, we really care for you as a teammate, that would never have happened for Nick Foles.
No.
That's
so
so unfortunate because he's going to be the quarterback. They got to make this work.
There you go.
He's going to be the quarterback. They have to figure out what is the problem. What's the root of the problem? Let's address this. This can't happen anymore because he's not going anywhere.
Wentz is going to have to do that.
Wentz will be on that team longer than any offensive player that's on that team right now.
He done lost them, and once you lost them, how you get him back?
First of all,
he got to get him back.
He's still young. It was his fourth year.
Once you get paid, you old, bro.
No, you know.
Once you get paid like this, your respect goes up there. Even if I don't respect you,
he's still a young quarterback. Even if he's still a young, and he's still a young quarterback. He really is. And like I said, this is Doug Peterson's guy. You might not like him. You might not want to be friends with him.
He's thrust into a leadership position by position and by payment.
But he might not be ready for that, though.
But still, he is their guy. I mean, that's why they sent Nick Foles to Jacksonville. He got paid in Jacksonville. What's going on in Jacksonville?
Nothing.
Jalen left. Right.
He on your team now.
My team now.
Jalen said peace.
There's a lot of old heads up here talking. But
thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.